inside the 2300 Arena in the City of Champions, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Fight Night Live presents Hammerin Hank Lundy taking on DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Hard Hitting Promotions has a terrific main event in store for you tonight. Former world title challenger Hammerin Hank Lundy battles former WBO junior welterweight champion of the world DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. I'm Mark Ames, and we have a terrific 6-bout card tonight in our co-feature. Rising super middleweight Derrick Take It to the Bank Webster battles tough Colombian Francisco Cordero. We have a terrific female attraction between knockout artist Alycia Baumgardner battling Nydia Feliciano. Also, the son of the former heavyweight champion of the world, Hasim Rahman Jr., will take part in our 6-bout card. We'll be back with our first bout.
At the 2300 Arena, we are ready for our first bout of the evening. Dillion Kasprzak taking on Michael Crane. Kasprzak going to make his pro debut. Let's throw up to ring announcer Mark Frado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're set to begin the action here in South Philadelphia. Let's meet first the fighter out of the blue corner in the opening bout as he makes his way to the ring from Smyrna, Delaware, Michael the Hammer Crane.
Coming into the ring is Michael Crane.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent makes his way to the red corner, a native of Philadelphia, the championship city. Please welcome Dangerous Dillion Kasprzak.
Introductions. Let's show up the ring announcer, Mark Frado.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the championship city of Philadelphia at 2300 Arena. This is Hard Hitting Promotions Boxing on Facebook Fight Night Live. This is our opening bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds in the middleweight division. Tonight's bouts are presented by Hard Hitting Promotions and brought to you by Mr. Custom Made. For a knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com. By Ball Lodge, get the funk off your junk. By Montauk Iced Tea, simply refreshing. And by Elite Heat Water. Our bouts are sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. The executive director is Greg Sir. The chairman is Rudy Battle. Your doctors at ringside this evening are Mark Urick, MD, and Larry Kaiser, MD. The timer this evening is James Mina, and the judges in this opening contest are Lindsay Page, Alan Rubenstein, and John Potteray. Controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Sean Clark. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 153.8 pounds. He owns a professional record of 0-1. Wearing black with red this evening and representing Smyrna, Delaware. Please welcome Michael the Hammer Crane. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring fights out of the red corner. He weighed in at 155.8 pounds. Wearing black this evening as he makes his professional debut from the fighting city of Philadelphia. Dangerous Dillion Kasprzak.
right, fellas, y'all hand y'all instructions in your dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up.
First bout of the evening. Dillion Kasprzak making his professional debut. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Michael Crane out of Smyrna, Delaware. 0-1 with 1 no contest. Mark Abrams with, I don't know how to describe this young man, but he does a lot of stuff in boxing. Nelson Lopez. Here on the Fight Night Live. Jab from Crane. Right to the body.
Shot.
Yeah, right,
uppercut.
Yeah, right to the body from Kasprzak, and he's working the body. Crane misses with the left, and he lands a combination to the body.
Let him go.
Kasprzak needs to come in with that jab and set up his opponent.
Straight left from Michael Crane in the black and red, tries to go to the body.
Kasprzak with a good left hook.
Crane had 13 amateur fights.
31
years old, he started boxing at 26, just had something he wanted to do.
Decides to do that.
Crane throwing the jab, gets through the little left hand.
Straight down the middle.
1-2. Good.
Left from Crane. Combination from Crane. Kasprzak plants right to the body, comes upstairs with left hook to the head. Kasprzak jumping in with a left hook. Close in on round 1, scheduled for our first bout of the evening. Dillion Kasprzak and Michael Crane here at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Here on Fight Night Live.
That was a good action-packed round there.
Kasprzak got his first professional round out of the way, so that's always the first thing, get through round 1, and then now maybe he can settle down.
Yeah, maybe he's warmed up now.
We are Fight Night Live colleague Michael Wood joined. Stephon Young will be fighting for a world championship real soon. Fight Lundy and Corley just rolling some boxing luminaries from all over the planet.
It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be action-packed. You should never count out Mr. Chop Corley.
For Jess Whitington, Alycia Baumgardner, I believe she is the 4th fight of the evening.
He's at
You're involved with her. You do have some managerial duties, advisory duties?
Yes, sir. I work with Alycia as manager, and I had her signed to Real Deal Promotions. And this is our first fight with them, and it's going to be a good one. This guy stepped right out to go to war. Nice shot.
Good right hook. Shane Shapiro from LA joining us.
Crane isn't coming here to lay down either. He came and initiated the fight. Whoa, good left.
Now Crane lands a good left. Kasprzak lands a little left to the body. It kind of gets Crane off him, so now he can take the fight back to the middle of the ring.
Kasprzak with a nice check hook.
1, 2, down the middle. Come on, Mikey. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down the middle. Now give me the 2. 2.
Little jab from Crane. Falls a little short.
1, 2, Michael. Come on, bro.
Kasprzak told me that he was very excited about turning pro. I mean, like I said, you've had a handful of fights. The night before your first fight, were you excited, nervous?
You're excited, you're nervous, you can't sleep. And once you get into the bell rings, there's nothing you can do, it's tunnel vision. Crane just landed straight. Good jab, good left hook. Oh, nice right hand by Kasprzak.
Kasprzak and Crane now going at it. Action picking up here in round 2.
Yes, sir. These guys ain't leaving nothing in the ring.
First bout of the evening at the 2300 arena, setting the tone for Hank Lundy, chop Corley. Good left hook. Yeah.
I'd like to see Kasprzak probably set up something with the jab, come in with the straight right hand and then finish off with the left hook. But they're just going at it.
Dylion Kasprzak.
Oh, nice straight left hand.
Crane is lunging in. He just got caught with a left hook. A little redness around the eyes of Dylion now.
Crane's corner is pretty active, giving good instructions.
Closing in on the halfway point for a 4-round opener. Dylion Kasprzak and Michael Crane.
Good round. So how do you see that round?
Good round. I mean, it was close. I mean, Crane brought it. Dylion Kasprzak landed some good shots. It was a close round. Just want to get into the card a little bit. We have a terrific card. Up next is the son of the former champion, Hasim Rahman.
Hard Hitting Promotions Philly Fight Night is brought to you by District Council 33, Green Tree Mortgage, Schatz and Steinberg, Laborers Union, Local 57. We want to thank those corporate partners and all of our sponsors for bringing world-class boxing here to 2300 Arena tonight.
And up after Rahman is an intriguing prospect named Jeremy Cuevas. He's a kid who's kind of flying under the radar here in Philadelphia, but he is more impressive with each outing. Just 22 years old, so I'm looking forward to seeing him fight in a couple of fights. We start round 3, and Dylion Kasprzak lands a good right to the body and a left uppercut. And a hard right hand drives Crane back. Crane keeps on coming.
Fight. Oh, nice left hook.
Good body shots inside from Dylion.
Back to the jab, Michael.
One of the top female fighters, Tyresha Douglas, watching us tonight. Got a good women's fight, female fight coming up with Alycia Baumgardner.
Get him, Mike! Get him! Get him!
We're in a fight here, Mark.
Watch out! Watch out!
Crane is all over.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We go! We go! Yeah!
drives Kasprzak back.
Kasprzak with a straight left of his own. Straight right.
Round 3 scheduled for 4. Straight left from Crane. Got a holding going on. Oh, he just ate a left hand.
Straight left hand by Crane. He's still coming forward, putting them together. These guys got to put them punches together, not just throw one.
Good right hand from range from Dillion. And a left to the body from Crane, and he's going back downstairs. Good action. Again, heating up in round 3.
Yes, sir.
Good body shot. Again, he's hurt, brother. Aggressive, right now. Just like they're doing it.
Got Joey DeWaco watching the fights.
Yes, yeah, I see he wanted a shout out. Nelson shouted, yeah.
I got you, Joey.
Round 3 in the books. Scheduled for 4 should be an entertaining final round. That's Sean Darling out there, Nelson Lopez. Matchmaker, advisor, manager, promoter, he does it all. Fighter as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Championship City, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, it's time to make some noise. This is round number 4, the 4th and final round.
Well, you got to give credit to Dillion and Kasprzak. They didn't pick an easy opponent. They don't want to fight a lefty. They don't want to fight someone tough for the first bout. They didn't want to.
And this also shows that, you see Crane, he's 0-1 with a no contest. You know, he comes to fight.
No, he definitely can fight. They didn't come here to lay down. They came to fight. They're showing it. Good body shot by Kasprzak. Good left hook by Kasprzak.
Up top. Again.
Left from Crane.
Keep it right here now.
It'll be very interesting to see how this fight is being scored.
Crane has found a home for the left hand, but he seems to not go back to it. I see the corner struggling to throw it again, but we don't see it. We see it joint the spot.
Don't let him breathe. Good thing.
Right to the body from Crane.
1, 2.
Hard shot. Down goes Crane. Kasprzak has to get into a corner. He's standing right in the middle of the ring. His corner's telling him to go to a neutral corner. When you score your first knockdown, you don't know what to do. And Crane comes back with a straight left, and they're going at it here in Philadelphia. As Kasprzak drives Crane back to the corner.
He's going to go to him, Mark. He needs to be cautious, though. Crane has got a little power. Check left hook right there.
There's a straight left from Crane. And a mouthpiece came out. I believe that was, it was Dillion's. And he's just swinging in case he hits something. Referee Sean Clark breaks him up.
Come on, let's go. We don't take that long.
Well, that's going to be a major point in the scorecard.
Oh, and a hard shot again. This is only the first fight of the night, Nelson.
This is awesome fight. Action-packed. These boys are taking a step back.
Dillion Kasprzak and Michael Crane setting the tone. We still got Lundy and Corley, Derrick, Webster going on tonight. And Kasprzak lands 3 shots in the middle of the ring.
Another left hook by Kasprzak.
Those guys seem a little winded as they head down the stretch. Terrific opening bout between Dillion Kasprzak and Michael Crane here at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
Wow, what a great fight. What an action-packed fight. Great debut for Dillion.
Good fight. I think it was the knockout in round 4 that may have been the difference.
Definitely would be the difference in the fight.
Dillion Kasprzak looks like he could go home a winner in his pro doing a nice job in the city of Philadelphia. Good card with Chop Corley. Get into his story as the night progresses and Hammerin Lundy.
I'm excited to see
one of your fighters, Lightning Ray Lampkin, joining us tonight.
Oh, yes, he's on here. Oh, nice to see you, Ray. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Philadelphia, how about that one set the tone early? Let's get a big Philly round of applause for these 2 warriors. Having gone the 4-round distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Judge at ringside, Alan Rubenstein, saw the action 38-37 in favor of Michael Crane. Judge at ringside, Lindsey Page, scored it 38-37 in favor of Dillion Kasprzak. And judge at ringside, John Potteray, saw it 38-37 in favor of your winner. By split decision, from Smyrna, Delaware, Michael the Hammer Crane.
There you have it. Michael Crane gets a decision despite the knockdown. Must have had enough in the bank, survived the knockdown in round 4, and now goes to 1-1. bout just began.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's meet his opponent making his way to the red corner from the charmed city of Baltimore, Maryland, Hasim, gold-blooded Rahman Jr.
Son of the former heavyweight champion of the world, Hasim Rahman. 3-0, 3 first-round knockouts. Rahman coming into the ring. The not so old man coming into the ring, working the corner. And we will throw up the ring announcer Mark Ryder to get the event started.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in the championship city of Philadelphia. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. Brought to you by Hard Hitting Promotions in association with Greg Cohen Promotions. And presented by District Council 33, Green Tree Mortgage, Shatson Steinberg, Laborers Union Local 57, Montauk Iced Tea, Simply Refreshing, Elite Heat Water, Mr. Custom Made, check out MrCustomMade.com, and Ball Wash reminds you to get the funk off your junk. The judges for this contest are Lindsay Page, Alan Rubenstein, and James Kenny. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Benji Estevez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 261.7 pounds. He owns a professional record of 3-10, all 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Wearing black, trimmed with white, a native of Woodsman, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Big Country, Dillion Hale. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring fights out of the red corner. He weighed in at an even and ready 232 pounds. He is undefeated as a professional. 3 bouts, 3 victories, all 3 wins coming by way of knockout. From Baltimore, Maryland, accompanied by his father, the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Hasim, gold-blooded Rahman Jr.
Second bout of the evening. body shot by Rahman. There's an ample body there. Target. Hale going south. Rahman going hard to the body. Ripping shots to the body. Hale's 3 and 10, been stopped in 7 of them. 10 defeats. Hale trying to land the overhand right. Rahman jabbing. Hale trying to fling with the right hand. Rahman trying to measure Hale. More body work from Rahman. World champion Kendall Hope joining us tonight. Fight Night Live, hard-hitting promotion. Great body now there's a little cut over the right eye of Roddy Hale. See if Rahman tries to go more upstairs at that cut. He's doing so. Right jab from him. Rahman now switches back orthodox. Rahman is a full-time college student at the College of Southern Nevada studying film. Pushing with the right hand is Rahman. Hale trying to get an uppercut with the left to the head. Rahman lands 2 shots with the left hand, making 3 and 4. Right hook from Rahman. Counter punch from Hale. Hale gets it 2 shots at the end of round 1. Just got a little interesting as we hear the bell. interested in boxing was his father, the two-time heavyweight champ, Hasim the Rock Rahman. But, I don't know if it's because he hasn't been in the second round, but he's being a little bit more patient here in round 2. Right hand by Hale. Trying to work the body. Rahman really hasn't thrown much. Now he's getting back to working the body. Right hook from Hale. Nelson Lopez back. Hale trying to go to the body. He's going to close in on round 2.
That straight right hand, straight left, either straight hand.
Hale winning away with the right hand. Uppercut from Hale. Rahman trying to get a hard right again from Hale. Hale again pushing the pace.
He's pressing the fight here. Wow, what a overhand right. He's just being busy, Mark. He's just on him. He's taking 3 rights in a row.
He eats a left. Hale kind of smiling as he walked in. Maybe his confidence level is starting to rise as he continues to land some good shots on Rahman.
Both guys seem winded here.
Some more boxing dignitaries chiming in. This is what's great about Fight Night Live. People all over the world are watching. One of the great boxing writers. I see George Willis checking this fight out.
Right uppercut to the body.
Hard right from Rahman. Boxing manager Mike Leonardi. Combination to the body from Rahman. If Rahman boxes, if he's able to box, he definitely has the boxing skills to win this fight, but he's letting
him in the fight.
Yeah, he's letting Hale well away. I don't know if Rahman's a little bit fatigued as we close in on the end of round 3.
I would like to see Rahman use a little bit more boxing skills. Oh!
Rahman hit again. Uppercut from Hale.
Hale's just a lot busier, you know?
There's definitely concern in the corner of Rahman. Came out, landed those good body shots, cut Hale, but ever since then, it's been pretty much all Ronnie Hale.
Final round, bout number 2. This place is filling up, Mark. Good turnout here at the 2300 Arena.
Always is. Hard-hitting promotions. Putting on a great show, and we've had two fights, 2 very competitive fights, and we'll start to get into the meat of this
All
card.
right, ladies and gentlemen, here in South Philadelphia, time to make some noise for the big fellas.
I would like to be in that corner to know what Rahman is telling his son.
Final round.
Amazing, a lot of the great women fighters are tuning in tonight. We've got Franchon Cruz, Tyresha Douglas. I see the Serrano sisters are watching the broadcast tonight.
Well, you know, we like that. We want these women to support each other in the game. And you know, that's why I really want to do the most we can for Baumgardner. We want to really expose her in boxing. There's a lot of great athletes out there.
She will be up in a couple fights. It's Ronnie Dion Hale is pushing the pace again, yet to start round 4.
He's feeling confident, Mark, and he's coming forward. He's countering, he's wailing away. I like to see Rahman box a little bit more.
Rahman eats a right hand after he landed a couple right hooks, and Hale flicks out a right hand.
Hale coming forward.
Hale's taken 2 or 3 jabs to land 1 or 2 big shots.
He's definitely making the punches count.
A little combination from Rahman. Rahman, I don't know why he was doing that more. Hale's asking Rahman to come in as Rahman flicks the jab out.
Hale coming forward. Real fatigue. Trying to land that big shot, Mark. He's trying to land that big shot.
Well, most of Fight Night Live world has Hale up in this fight.
We need Rahman to be a little bit more busy if he wants to get the decision on this one. We like to see heavyweight fights not go to the decision, right, Mark?
No, we don't, but, you know, just like the last fight.
Were you surprised with that decision?
A little bit surprised. Thought the knockdown by Dillion
sealed the deal.
Yep. And Hale trying to land a right hand.
I think the boxer in here that's going to just dig deep and put it all out there is going to win. Going to get the judges' attention, you know? Good jab by Rahman. Another good jab by Rahman. Hale's looking to put that one shot on him. That's it.
You think about Rahman, he came out as a southpaw. I mean, I've seen him as, you know, as an orthodox fighter. He came out as a southpaw, switched back to, you know, nothing seemed to work for him. Now Hale, he's backing off as he they close out strong the last few seconds of this fight between Rahman and Hale here in Philadelphia.
Action-packed heavyweight fights. Wow, way to close the round. Good job. What do you think, Mark?
Could be a draw. I mean, if you give Rahman the last round, I think it's a draw. I mean, maybe he bookended the fight. Hale get 2 and 3, but we will have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we await the decision, we'd like to recognize a very special guest joining us ringside, accompanied by his trainer, the famous Chino Rivas. we have super featherweight world title contender with a record of 25-5-1. Just to my left, ringside, please welcome Philadelphia's own, the American Idol, Tevin Successful Farmer.
The fans out there giving their opinion to the fight. Matthew Rowland of Banner Promotions watching tonight from Pennsylvania. Rahman's finest performance, but we will see what the decision has entailed for him. And to give us that decision, let's throw up the ring announcer, Mark Frado.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Philadelphia, having gone the 4-round distance, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge at ringside, Lindsay Page, saw the action 38-38, a draw. Overruled by judges Alan Rubenstein, who saw the contest 39-37, and James Kinney, who scored it 40-36 in favor of your winner by majority decision and still undefeated from Baltimore, Maryland, Hasim Rahman Jr.
Wow. Not so much even Rahman got the decision. 40-36 on one. I mean, Hale clearly won. If you want to give him at least round 2 or 3, he won one of those rounds. That's evident.
I agree. But then again, we had to survive in the first round, the first fight.
Very interesting here in Philadelphia, Nelson. But it's going to go down the record books as a majority decision victory for Hasim Rahman Jr.
4-0. He got a couple rounds in. He probably needed those rounds anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the 40-36 card, you know. Nobody just reading the comments here in Fight Night Live world here.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 outstanding bounds to go here from 2300 Arena in South Philadelphia. Cuevas and Fowler are up next. Then we'll have one for the ladies. Our co-feature this evening features Derrick taking to the bank with Webster. And then the main event of the evening coming up, bout number 6 of the night. The former champion of the world, DeMarcus Chop Corley, takes on world title challenger Philadelphia's own Hammerin Lundy. That's the action
Michael Woods, if you tuned in late, with Nelson
arena.
Lopez, but we'll be joined by a cast of thousands from what I'm told. And maybe we'll try to get Tevin Farmer maybe over here for a second or two below Felipe Gomez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're set for the action to continue. Please welcome first, making his way to the blue corner from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Money Mike Fowler.
What's up, man?
Here with Tevin Farmer as we get ready for a fight between Jeremy Cuevas and Mike Fowler. Sit in for a couple rounds. You got a couple minutes for us?
Yeah, I got a couple
And now,
rounds.
ladies and
How many rounds
gentlemen,
they fighting
let's
again?
welcome his
What's that?
opponent, undefeated from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jeremy King Cuevas.
May the fans out there, as Jeremy Cuevas comes to the ring, have any questions for Tevin, just shoot them up, and I'll relay them to the guy I call the uncrowned IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the world.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So we'll commentate this fight. Maybe talk to your fans out there if you got any questions for the American Idol. Jeremy Cuevas, the kid from Philadelphia. You know anything about him?
Yeah, I know a little bit about him. I mean, the kid can fight. He can fight, still up and coming. And he hungry. I know that.
Yeah, he's one of these kids. He's not, up until now, not one of the bigger name prospects, guys, that kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah.
2 or 3 fights, he's had a couple of impressive wins, and he's starting to build a little momentum, under his name.
Right. It takes time. It takes time.
Well, to get this fight started, we're going to throw it up to Mark Frado.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with 6 rounds in the lightweight division. All the bouts brought to you this evening by Hard Hitting Promotions and presented by District Council 33, Green Tree Mortgage, Schatz and Steinberg, Laborers Union 57, Mr. Custom Made. For a perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com. Montauk IC, simply refreshing. Elite Heat Water and Ball Watch reminds you to keep the funk off your junk. The judges for this contest are Alan Rubenstein, John Potteray, and James Kinney. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Sean Clark. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 133.4 pounds. He holds a professional record of 6-12, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Wearing black and white this evening and hailing from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, Money Mike Fowler. And ladies and gentlemen, his undefeated opponent across the ring, weighed in at 134.6 pounds. As a professional, he has 6 bouts, 6 victories, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Wearing the red, white, and blue of Puerto Rico, accompanied by world-famous Hall of Fame cutman Joey I from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy King Cuevas.
All right, fellas, y'all had y'all instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up.
Jeremy Cuevas and Mike Fowler. Mark Abrams with Tevin Farmer. Ringside, all the introductions going on.
Yeah.
Everyone here on Facebook, they want to know when's the next fight. What's up with the IBF? When are you fighting Gervonta Davis?
I'm waiting for them to go to Hammerin. After the Hammerin date, that's when I know what I'm moving for next year, in April and May.
See Cuevas in the white with the Puerto Rican flag. About 50 amateur fights. Little right hook. Fowler is 6-12. He's come off a 10-round unanimous decision defeat to Doran Vu back on a couple weeks ago on January 20th. Cuevas stopped Jose Miguel Castro on December 1st in 5 rounds. Cuevas to southpaw. What do you see early, Tev?
I mean, it look like Cuevas pushing the action right now. It look like he's going for the kill. I think he want to get him out here as soon as possible. That's what it looked like to me.
You said Tevin Farmer special. We got 2 southpaws in there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I brought you in, really. Because 2 southpaws are fighting.
Southpaw versus southpaw rarely happen. It hardly happen.
It's funny, you see a lot of orthodox fighters, they don't want to fight southpaws. It must be strange when a southpaw's fighting a southpaw because you're probably so used to fighting orthodox fighters.
Yeah. I mean, it could be depending on who you are.
Left from Fowler misses. Fowler out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Started boxing at age 16. He said he lost a fight in high school. It was like, I guess, a fight in the hallway or something.
Yeah.
Took up boxing.
I think that's how most people start off.
How did you start off?
Just something I just wanted to do. I was a sport player in general. I was a sports player, and I needed something to do.
Straight left from Cuevas. Cuevas, like I said, he's a 22-year-old. He's an emerging prospect. He's, like I said, one of those guys who's fighting on some cards here in Philly, and they stepped up the competition on him. He fought a 46-fight veteran named Justin Savini. Stopped him in 3 rounds. So that was
that's big.
That was 2 fights ago. So that's kind of where I started to really take notice of him. And he's told me he's just starting to continue to get his confidence. And there's a left-handed down goes Fowler. Fowler's a little taken up.
I wonder how much time on the clock left.
Into the round 1, he may get out of it.
Yeah, I believe he will.
There's a little right hook from Cuevas. End of a rocky round 1 from Mike Fowler.
Good round from Cuevas.
Our good friend Franchon Cruz says, will Tevin get his belt back by default because the other dude was on something?
Yeah, I get it back this year for sure. I'll fight for the belt regardless of the outcome of after he see it.
I want to just make an announcement. I was just handed by, I call him the Graham Kuba Fight Night Live. We have reached our 1 million viewers, so I want to thank the fans all over the world for tuning in for our Fight Night Live series. We have so many great fights in the future, and it's the first million. And like I said, I want to thank everyone, and we're going to continue to bring you great fights from all over the world on Fight Night Live.
1 million, that's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. That's big, that's huge.
It's Tevin Farmer numbers.
that's what everybody strives to get right there.
Start round 2. So Cuevas, we know he hurt Fowler at the end of round 1, scored the knockout. You see he's going right after.
Yeah, I think he will. I think Cuevas, I don't know if they got Fowler recovered yet. I don't know if he'll recover or not.
Well, Cuevas seems to have a little bit, as he lands a right hook, he seems to have a little bit more, I guess, gusto going for it now here as we start round 2. So right uppercut. And a body.
Going for the kill.
Body attack. Yeah, Cuevas now all over Fowler. Fowler down to a knee for the knockdown.
Yeah. He's going for it.
I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Kachone Jenkins Sr. says, tell Tevin thanks for the motivation.
Tell him I said, my pleasure, man. That's what we're supposed to do. Tell him I said, thank him.
Cuevas now, he misses with the left. 6-0, 5 knockouts. Going for knockout number 6, left to the top of the head from Cuevas.
Fowler not giving up.
Juan Marshall asked, what's next? I think you've already answered that a couple weeks ago.
I'm waiting for the Ogawa squad.
And as Cuevas, he's not waiting for anything.
He's not. He's going straight for the kill. He's going for the kill.
Now Fowler against the ropes, good body shot. Fowler has that look on his face, like I got 4.5 more rounds of this.
That's a long time when you're tired.
Caleb Hammerin says, Tevin from Texas, we with Team Farmer.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Juan Sanchez says, what's up?
What's up, my boy?
Uppercut from Cuevas. Another uppercut from Cuevas. Fowler back to the ropes. Fowler's doing at least a decent job up until now.
Yeah, I mean,
surviving.
Yeah, I mean, from the way round one looked, it looked like he was going to be out, but he's sticking in there.
End of round 2. Scheduled for 6. It probably feels like round 15 for Fowler, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you're tired, them rounds is long, extra long. Another good round for Cuevas.
That boy Day Day says Team Farmer all the way from Rochester.
Day Day, what up, my boy? What up? What up? Rochester. Real
Sensu Boxer, Tev, your boy from Los Angeles showing some love.
Ooh, I love Cali. I love LA. I love it. I actually used to stay out there.
Connor Farrell, Tevin Farmer, you're an excellent fighter. I think you can beat Davis.
Oh yeah, we coming for him. I don't think it's going to happen because of
his Rivera wants to see that fight in April. Wants to see you in Tank in April.
That's not going to happen. They're not going to take the fight. I want the fight. My team won it.
Round 3 scheduled for 6 rounds. Jeremy Cuevas, member of the hard-hitting promotion stable.
He got a good stable. Hard promotion definitely got a good stable. They're doing a hell of a job.
There's a good left from Cuevas. Fowler flailing with the left hand. Good friend Jeff Rutizer says, what's up, Tev?
What up, Jeff? What up? What up, my boy?
Tevin Farmer fan club's out in full effect tonight on Facebook.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Live.
I appreciate that. It took a long time to build that up.
Straight left from Cuevas. Fowler misses. Cuevas makes him pay for it. Straight left from Cuevas, right hook from Cuevas on the ropes.
He's hunting him down. He's trying to get him out of here.
So now he's trying to like systematically get him out. Before he was kind of rapid fire, going after him in round 2.
I think he's trying to break him down. Follow with the right hook.
Fowler has been stopped 4 times in his 12 losses. Stopped and won by Wellington Romero, good fighter. So left from Fowler, Cuevas. So this is one of those fights I look at where you see this young kid, he's 6 fights. He's kind of turning into a veteran now.
Yeah, he's getting the rounds in.
Getting the rounds in. Now he's settling down after the early success, the knockdowns and everything else, and now he's just going about his business.
Yeah, you need to fight to take you to the next level. You need fights like that to take you to the next level for sure.
Right hook from Cuevas. Everyone knows your story. You were kind of on the job training. You were being thrown in there with all kinds of guys, and
I just kept grinding.
I think let me ask you a question, my guy. Does the record, people always say 7-4, 7-4. Does that stick in your mind?
Yeah, that's
motivation every day.
Yeah, that's actually like that's motivation right there. That's actually where I started my career.
I think you should get another chain that says 7-4, man.
Yo, for real. I'm at home now. That you think about it, I just might.
There you go.
I mean, that's was the turning point of my career right there, and that's gonna forever stick with me. And I think I need to get a chain like that.
Next time you have it, I'll say that was my inspiration.
Absolutely, and I give you full credit for
Yeah, I
it.
got a little style.
Yo, that's nice, 7-4. People will never understand what that means, but that actually means a lot. Even the chain I got on tonight means a lot. Never too late. It's never too late to accomplish nothing.
Round 4 scheduled for 6. Coming up. Tori Nelson chiming in. Just fought Clarissa Shields in a good fight on Showtime a couple weeks back. Hard-hitting promotions on Fight Night Live from Philadelphia, the 2300 Arena. Terrific crowd as usual.
Round 4.
One of these great venues. There's you always see a lot of the fighters standing. You know, a lot of the guys standing against the wall.
Yeah. I don't know why though. I don't know why. Even when I come, I stand.
I saw them. Like Farmer get a little bit better ticket than that, right?
No. It's just me. I can have front row, and I still stand.
Right hook from Fowler. Now, if you're Cuevas now, you're heading into the second half of the fight. I mean, now you just can get back to boxing. If you hurt him and go, and the knockout comes, it comes. You're not really looking for it again.
Right, exactly. He know he up on the scorecard already. So right now, he don't need to take any crazy risks.
There's a left hand.
Philly have a lot of great talent.
Right hook. Another right hook from Cuevas.
Good jab.
Right hook again from Fowler. Fowler's getting in a shot here or there, but Cuevas, the guy pushing the action. Lands a nice counter left hand as Fowler came in.
I think Cuevas got the fight in the bag right now. Right now, I think he boxing, staying smart. If the knockout comes, it's come.
You know, I think he knows he has a skills advantage, and whatever Fowler may have landed on him, he probably feels that he can't be hurt.
Yeah.
Jabs from Jeremy Cuevas. Right hook from Fowler.
Fowler's sticking in there. He's sticking in there. He's sticking around, man.
Yeah, Fowler, like we said, he went 10 rounds in his last fight.
He showed a lot of heart.
He's been 6 rounds. A couple times, 3-4 times he's been 6 rounds. Hard left over the top from Cuevas.
Good
we
shot.
end round 4 and another left and an uppercut.
Good learning experience right now for Cuevas.
Yeah.
Getting his rounds in.
Ladies and gentlemen, based on information provided by the blue corner, the referee in charge, Sean Clark, calls for a halt to the contest. Your official time, the end comes at the end of round number 4. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated from the championship city of Philadelphia, Derrick.
Things good. I'm in camp. I feel good, and I'm just here enjoying the fights tonight.
Something people haven't seen. I mean, we're going out all over the world. We got fans all over the world. Haven't seen you. Definitely one of the top prospects around, especially here in Philadelphia. And you have an enormous fan base. And what's that all mean to you? You fought all your fights here, basically in the Philadelphia area. And when you fought here, or the Sugar House, or wherever, your fans are just following you.
That means a lot. Like, just fighting for them, fighting in front of them, and them supporting me. So that's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
And you'll be taking on a fellow by the name of James Smith on March 2nd, kid from Detroit. What do you know about him?
I know he's a tough fighter. He's only got one loss, and I know he's coming to fight. So am I. So it's gonna be a good fight.
He's fought on Showbox before, so there's definitely some pedigree to him, and he's a quality fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
Up next is actually, as we've been going through the night, a lot of people have been looking forward to this ladies' fight between Alycia Baumgardner, kind of like Christian Carter. She's 4-0 with 4 knockouts. I think you won your first 11 by stoppage, right?
Yeah.
So she's 4-0 with 4 knockouts, and
all right, South Philadelphia.
We'll get to her story after she gets in the ring.
We'll have a matchup between two hard-hitting ladies coming up next. Let's meet first as she makes her way to the blue corner, undefeated from Fremont, Ohio, Alycia, the Baumgardner.
Here comes Alycia Baumgardner, 4-0, 4 knockouts. Out of Fremont, Ohio. She's actually signed to Real Deal Promotions. She'll be taking on a 21-fight veteran, Nydia Feliciano.
And ladies and gentlemen, her veteran opponent making her way to the red corner from the Bronx, New York City, New York, Nydia, the phenomenal Feliciano.
Hey, what's up?
Nydia Feliciano. Out of the Bronx in New York City. Let's drop the ring announcer, Mark Frider, to get this fight started.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues from 2300 Arena here in South Philadelphia, USA. Our next contest is scheduled for 8 rounds and will be contested for the WBC International Female Super Featherweight Championship. It's brought to you by Hard Hitting Promotions and sanctioned by the World Boxing Council. The president is Mauricio Suleiman. This contest is also presented in association with Real Deal Sports and Entertainment of Evander Holyfield's promotion. The judges for this contest are Lindsay Page, John Potter, and James Kinney. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Benji Estevez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 129½ pounds. She is undefeated as a professional, 4 contests, 4 victories, all 4 coming by way of knockout. Wearing black with green this evening and representing Fremont, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Alycia, the Baumgardner. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent across the ring fights out of the red corner. She weighed in at 129.6 pounds. She owns a veteran professional record consisting of 9 victories, 9 defeats, and 3 draws. Wearing black this evening with the flag of Puerto Rico. And hailing from the Bronx, New York City, New York, she's the former UBF International Female, the former IWBF, and the former USA New York State Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Nydia, the phenomenal Feliciano.
Eight-round bout for the WBC International Super Featherweight title. Alycia Baumgardner, 4-0-4 knockouts, taking on Nydia Feliciano, 9-9-3. Baumgardner coming right out. Not only are they 4 first-round knockouts, 4 knockouts, they're 4 first-round knockouts, and we can see she kind of got shot out of a cannon there, Christian.
Yeah, she came out real fast.
I know, and like we said, we kind of half-kidded, kind of, 4-0-4 knockouts was mirroring what you were doing, and now she's stepping up to fight veteran fighters, kind of like what you're in the midst of doing now. You have the last maybe 3-4 fights, real veteran guys. First veteran fighter you fight, what's your mindset going in there?
Just taking my time. Like, I never came out like she came out real fast. She landed a lot of good punches too, but I never came out that fast. But I just take my time in there and like pick my punches.
But does your mindset change? I mean, maybe you're fighting guys who are 2-6 or 2-8. Then you're fighting that fighter who's like 10-9 who goes rounds and doesn't get stopped. Does your mindset change, or you just do what you do?
No, it don't change. I kind of got the same mindset to get almost every fight. I'm just going in and boxing, and if I see a shot that I can take, I'm gonna take it and try to hurt them. Not hurt them, but if the opportunity comes to hurt them, I will.
There's a body shot from Feliciano.
Yeah, she's fighting back, but she got 2 marks under her eyes, both eyes. She's throwing good body shots though.
And Baumgardner never made it out of the first round yet. We can clearly see a good right hand from Feliciano. We can clearly see the swelling around the eyes of Feliciano. Not a good look if this early in the fight.
Yeah.
End of round 1 scheduled for 8. Baumgardner gets out of the first round for the first time in her career.
Yeah, it was a good round.
Here with Christian Cardo, 13-0, 11 knockouts. Going to fight March the 2nd, Sugar House Casino, right down the street here. Become a big attraction. He's
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the crowd
bunch of cards. Hard-hitting promotions.
City round of applause for 2017 Pennsylvania State Golden Gloves champion. He's known as the Machine Gun, Sonny Canto.
Mark on round 2, scheduled for 8.
Baumgardner seemed like she landed the sharper punches, but the other girl's still in the fight though. She landed some nice body shots throughout the round.
Baumgardner coming out trying to find some range with the jab. She's got very good technique. Jab, and she hooks off the jab. Got like that nice uppercut. Body shots from Baumgardner. Feliciano has never scored a knockout and never been stopped.
Yeah, she's still fighting though. She's landing some nice punches too.
Two more good shots to the body from Alycia Baumgardner. Hard body shot and a left hook. Feliciano is fighting tough here.
Yeah, she's coming forward. She's getting hit with some body shots.
Three-punch combination. Baumgardner very active with her hands.
Other girl's hair tie came out.
Stuff usually doesn't happen in your fights, though, does it?
No.
Close on in the end of round 2. Not much time here in round 2 once the action commences. And Feliciano lands a right hand. End of 2 scheduled for 8.
Oh, this is an 8-round fight?
Mark Abrams with Christian Cardo here ringside here at the 2300 Arena. You fought here a couple times. How do you like fighting here?
It's nice. I like fighting here. Big crowd. I like it.
Most of them were here to see you. A lot of fighters chiming in. Tyler McCreary out of Toledo, Ohio. Franchon Cruz from Baltimore. Albert Bell. Lee Groves, the CompuBox master. Eric Hunter from Philly. Round number 3 scheduled for 8 between Alycia Baumgardner, Nydia Feliciano. 2300 arena. Mark Ames ringside with undefeated bantamweight Christian Cardo as Baumgardner lands a good left hook. Left from Feliciano to the body, but Baumgardner continues to move her hands. So now she's going rounds for the first time, and Baumgardner. So she's starting to really learn in there tonight.
Yeah, she looks good.
But I'm just saying, first round knockout, first round knockout, first round knockout. Now she's displaying other assets of her game.
Yeah.
One, two from Baumgardner. Told me she had 165 amateur fights. And she's trained by Jonathan Banks, former cruiserweight, heavyweight contender, former trainer of the great Vladimir Klitschko.
They both just landed nice hooks.
Left to the body from Baumgardner, but Feliciano she keeps coming forward.
Yeah, keeping the pressure.
Oh. Left inside from Feliciano. Halfway home, scheduled for 8. Got some Mike Fox chiming in. So now what does Feliciano have to do now to stem the tide?
I think she's got to keep the pressure on and try and land some, like a big shot. She's been landing nice body shots. She's been landing big shots too, and Baumgardner's been taking them well. Baumgardner's boxing well too.
The fact that she's gone 8 and 10 rounds multiple times, does this now maybe play into her advantage a little bit?
Yeah, well, she's been here before, and she never got stopped before, and it looks like she's not going to get tired. She just keep coming forward. And she's landing some good punches, too. Both of them landing good punches.
Feliciano continuing to come forward, but she's taking shots while coming in like that from Alycia Baumgardner. Body shot from Baumgardner. Feliciano lunging with the right hand.
Yeah, she got hit with an uppercut coming in.
Left hook from Alycia Baumgardner. She landed 2 more. She's starting to tie on a hard right hand and a left to the body. Best punches of the fight from Baumgardner. See the very sturdy chin of Nydia Feliciano.
Yeah, I don't know if that hurt. She's still coming forward. She's coming hard, too. Oh, she's landing a nice right hand.
And a left from Baumgardner. It's the first time doing this, Christian. A little safer on this side of the ropes. What do you think? Hard left to the body from Baumgardner. Feliciano again pushing with the right hand and miss. They tie up and we close round 5, scheduled for 8. Baumgardner and Feliciano. got some questions for the undefeated Christian Carter. We'll get them through to him. We head to round 6. A lot of fans out there have rooting interest for both ladies here. They're putting on a good fight, Christian.
Yeah, it's a real good fight. Both sides.
I told you, for your first one, I told you I was going to give you a good fight. Another night in the Philadelphia fight scene. A lot of great action. Nelson Lopez has joined us. He was actually commentating here. And I guess now he decided to watch it with the rest of the great fans all over the world on Fight Night Live. This terrific card promoted by Hard Hitting Promotions. Double left hook from Baumgardner. Good uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
Understand you been doing a lot of training. Your last couple fights out the Wild Card Gym in LA. What's that experience been like?
That was a real cool experience. We had like 7 or 8 different sparring partners. They were coming up to me asking if I wanted to spar, and it was a great experience. I met Freddie Roach. We went out there with Billy Briscoe, and it was real fun. Gabe Rosado was out there too, and it was real fun being out there.
Alycia Baumgardner putting some combinations together on the face of Nydia Feliciano. Right to the body from Baumgardner, and a left uppercut. This girl's got a lot of skills. You can tell. Crisp punching. Just in there with a girl with an iron chin who's extremely tough. Good left hook from Baumgardner, and another left hook. And she torques the right to the body.
There's some nice body shots right there too.
Left hook from Baumgardner. Right from Feliciano, end of round number 6. Your good buddy Joey DeWaco wishes he was there with you.
Yeah, he was out in LA too.
Ladies and gentlemen, another
He always trains out in LA.
top 10 contender in the 1980s, former welterweight challenger Frank the Sick Montgomery took on opponents like Buddy McGirt and others joining us tonight here at 2300 Arena in South Philadelphia. Also, ladies and gentlemen, joining us ringside, a member of the Villanova Wildcats, currently ranked number 1 in the nation, 2016 national champion as a freshman. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Brunson is joining us tonight.
Good quality people, as you heard. Jalen Brunson, one of the best guards in the country for Villanova. We'll try to sneak him in maybe if he wants to get a few minutes in. We had round 7, Alycia Baumgardner. In control of this fight over the tough as nails, Nydia Feliciano. This is our 4th bout of 6, our 6th fight. Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Corley. Who do you like in that fight, Christian?
I like Hank. I grew up with Hank in a gym. I mean, Chop Chop's a good fighter too, but I just think Hank's better.
South Philly guys got to stick together, don't they?
Exactly.
Feliciano Baumgardner. Feliciano still hanging tough in there. She had some swelling under her eyes early in round 1. She keeps on coming. She's taking a lot of shots. Baumgardner is definitely the class of this fight, but you got to definitely tip your hat to Nydia Feliciano.
Yeah, Baumgardner puts her punches together real well.
Derrick Webster will be fighting next. Stancher, good fighter. Former world title challenger Eric the Outlaw Hunter watching us. Probably not too far from here.
What's up, Outlaw?
Christian doing a shout out. We head into round number 8. It's been a good contest between Feliciano and very impressed by Alycia Baumgardner. Jonathan Banks in the corner right above us, round 7.
William Weston behind us, too.
Round 7. Got my rounds mixed up. It happens. Eric Hunter reciprocates and says what's up to the color analyst for this fight, Christian Cardo, the undefeated bantamweight, March 2nd. He's back in action. Christian's also fought a number of times for hard-hitting promotions. As we're in round 7, Feliciano tries to land a right to the body. Alycia Baumgardner told me she started boxing at 8 years old. She was a born athlete. She ran track, she wrestled, did gymnastics, and just thought boxing was the next progression, and she may have a nice career going for herself.
Yeah, she looks real good this fight.
And, you know, like a lot of people say, you know, the first round knockouts are great. She lands another big shot. The first round knockouts are great, but when you're able to display your whole game over, you know, an 8-round or whether it were 10 or 12-round fight, that show an added, you know, dimensions, and I say dimensions mean plural.
Yeah, and she'll know that she can go 8 rounds after this, too.
And it's more for prospective opponents to be able to scout for, not just her coming out like a buzzsaw and trying to get her opponents out there as quick as can be.
Right.
You see 2 grappling on the inside. Feliciano misses with a right hand. Good right from Baumgardner again. Left hook and a right from Baumgardner. Oh, the hard uppercut.
Take it right uppercut.
And a left hook. Baumgardner's put her telling her to go to the body, and she landed 2 body shots right after. A good right from Feliciano. We close round 7. We head to the 8th and final round. As we head to the 8th and final round, Christian, give me your synopsis, what you've seen through the first 7 here.
I see Baumgardner landing sharper punches, more crisp, putting her combinations together real well. She's not getting hit as much. And Feliciano, she's kind of coming forward, getting hit a little too much for me. It's still, she's still in the fight, but I think Baumgardner can hit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to make some noise for the ladies. This title matchup has reached the 8th and final round.
Mr. Patrick Murphy, yes, you have to admire her toughness. He's taking a lot of good shots, and she's a tough veteran. It continues to go the way that's going.
the record's going to read 9-10, but she's a lot better than that. I mean, she's fought everybody, you know, in the her divisions. Michaela Mayer, who was an Olympian, Tyresha Douglas, who is watching us tonight, Naomi Boskis, Shelly Vincent, Heather Hardy. So
yeah, she's a good fighter. She's just kind of outskilled tonight.
there's a right on the inside from Baumgardner. 3 more shots. Hard body shot and another left to the body, and a right and a left to the body.
Yeah, she's landing some nice body shots.
Good right again from Baumgardner. Baumgardner poking with the right hand. Jab to the body. 3 shots upstairs. Terrific performance by Alycia Baumgardner. Very impressive here against a tough girl, Nydia Feliciano.
Yeah, she looked real good. Especially for her first fight going 8 rounds. She looked good, didn't get tired.
There's a right hand from Baumgardner off the ropes, but Feliciano just keeps moving her hands, keeps coming forward. So definitely a professional effort on both sides. We close on the end of round 8. Our left from Baumgardner, and a right and a left from Feliciano. Good fight.
That was a real good fight.
The war scars on the face of Nydia Feliciano. So it looks like it's be win number 5 for Alycia Baumgardner. Very good fight. One of these fights where it could read 8-0 or 7-1, but you know, that will give Nydia justice, you know what I mean? In the sense that she fought extremely hard and she put on a great effort, but like you said, very accurately, she was in there with an extremely high-skilled fighter in there, and Alycia Baumgardner.
Yeah, she was in a fight like every round, but she lost most of the rounds, but she was coming forward. She was a tough fighter.
Well, Christian, we got you through this. Was this tougher than your last fight?
No, I don't know. I actually kind of like doing it. It wasn't that bad. I don't know how good I was, but
You were terrific. It just seems a little nervous before we got on air, but he came through with flying colors. Christian, we'll see you on March 2nd, and we will throw this up to ring announcer Mark Frado in a second with the decision, which will read most likely a win number 5 for Alycia Baumgardner.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a big Championship City round of applause for these 2 ladies. Going the distance with title hardware on the line here in Philadelphia. We now go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Judges at ringside, Lindsay Page and John Potteray scored this contest 79-73. Judge James Kinney saw it 80-72. All 3 judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and the new WBC International Female Super Featherweight Champion, still undefeated from Fremont, Ohio, Alycia the Baumgardner.
There you have it, Alycia Baumgardner. Terrific young fighter, and I'm looking forward to seeing her progress as her career goes on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBC green belt is headed Alycia Baumgardner's way. She'll be presented that belt featuring Evander Holyfield of Real Deal Sports and Entertainment. The new champion, WBC title achieved tonight by Alycia the Baumgardner.
Back with our co-feature, Derrick Webster and Francisco Cordero, in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the co-featured bout of the evening coming up next, followed by our main event, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner this evening will be performed by 13-year-old Jenks Academy of Philadelphia student Gabrielle McPherson. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 13-year-old Gabrielle McPherson. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is set to continue here at 2300 Arena, South Philadelphia, and your championship city. This is the co-featured bout of the evening. Let's welcome first, as he makes his way to the blue corner, a native of Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, Francisco Volcan Cordero.
Coming into the ring is Francisco Cordero. Tough Colombian. Face Derrick, take it to the bank, Webster. Our co-feature bout of the evening. Super middleweight bout. Hard-hitting promotions. Fight Night Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, his
2300
opponent
Arena.
making his way to the red corner from nearby Glassboro, New Jersey. Please welcome Derrick. Take it to the bank, Webster.
To the parking lot, phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? Gangsters moving silence, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Fuck, nigga. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wanna ask them all, y'all thought it was ready? Flexing on these niggas who like pop out all this spinning. Double Olivia, that's my team. I'm saying the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of hand that me.
And here comes Derrick Webster. The guy who's oozing for that breakout fight. Gotta get past Francisco Cordero first to be able to put himself in the mix with some of the top super middleweights in the world. Got Webster Cordero, our co-feature bout. Let's up the ring announcer, Mark Fratto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in the championship city of Philadelphia. Bunch of hardware in the ring for our co-featured bout of the evening. Scheduled for 8 rounds in the super middleweight division. It's brought to you by Hard Hitting Promotions and presented by District Council 33, Green Tree Mortgage, Schatz and Steinberg, Laborers Union 57, Montauk Iced Tea, simply refreshing. Mr. Custom Made for a perfect knockout look. Check out MrCustomMade.com. Elite Heat Water of Newark, New Jersey, and of course Ball Wash, who reminds you to keep the funk off your junk. The judges for this contest are Alan Rubenstein, John Potteray, and James Kinney. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Benji Estevez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 169.1 pounds. He owns a veteran professional record, impressive, with 38 victories against only 9 defeats, 29 wins by way of knockout. Wearing white with gray and hailing from Canalete, Colombia. Fighting for the 48th time as a professional, damas y caballeros, presentando Francisco Volcan Cordero. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 167.5 pounds. His impressive professional record consists of 24 victories, only 1 defeat, 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Glassboro, New Jersey, he's the reigning World Boxing Foundation and IBO USBO Super Middleweight Champion. He is Derrick. Take it to the bank, Webster.
Co-feature bout of the evening. Derrick take it to the bank. Webster, 24-1, 13 knockouts out of Glassboro, New Jersey. Takes on Francisco Cordero, 38-9, 29 knockouts out of Barranquilla, Colombia. Fight Night Live. Hard-hitting promotions. The 2300 Arena in South Philadelphia. At least for this week, the championship city. Webster comes out. Webster is a freakishly tall, 6'4", maybe 6'5", super middleweight. He's his only blemish. He lost the decision to Reef Magomedov, but that's a fight that he had to basically starve, drain, almost cut off a leg to make 160 pounds. He's undefeated above 160 pounds. And now looking to get in with the elites. He lands a hard left on Cordero. When I asked him what he knew about Cordero, he says, I don't know much about him, but he knows a lot about me. We're here ringside with Kathy LeBron now joining us. Kathy, who's works in the boxing industry with different promoters, helps out with matchmaking, and what kind of stuff do you do?
How's everybody doing? Well, at the moment, I'm matchmaking with Jab Matchmaking. Previously working with King's Promotion.
Right to the body. Derrick Webster's a fighter I know you've seen a lot. What are your thoughts on him?
He's doing good. He looks good so far, this first round.
He's a guy, I've talked to him. He's looking to get in the mix with guys like George Groves and the Durrells and some of the other bigger names at super middleweight, and he's just biding his time. And like I said, since the loss to Magomedov, he's won 5 in a row. He's fighting veteran guys. He told me, you know, he could have fought a guy with a 500 record, but he wanted a guy with a good record in Cordero, who's 31-9. He's come off a first-round knockout over Oni Valdez in Colombia back on December 29th. He's been in there with some fighters, Roberto Arriaza. Double jab. Nydia Davis out there. I think he's a super middleweight. Maybe a Nydia Davis, Derrick Webster fight. What do you think, Nydia?
Why not, Nydia? What's he saying, no?
Nydia doesn't back down from a challenge. He's one of the good guys.
Hey, we got white flights now.
Eric Hunter.
Felipe. Gomez.
Well, I guess Nydia answered it. He said, let's go.
All right.
You do the matchmaking.
That's right. I'll send him a contract.
Nyadia is one of the good guys down in Boca Raton, Florida. Round 2 scheduled for 8. Eric Hunter wants to see a quick knockout. Jab from Webster. Webster at 6'4", he's got that real long reach.
Derrick's still trying to get in. He still can't get in.
Straight left from Right hook, make that 2 right hooks. Will Ruiz joined in. Will Ruiz is in the building, so he's watching from somewhere in the building. He's the matchmaker for this show. Done a great job. It's been a terrific show so far. We still got our main event to come between Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, right from Cordero. We're actually watching at the bar here, 2300. So they're watching from about 10 feet away, and they're watching from about 10,000 miles away. So everywhere in between. Straight jab from Webster. There's a left from Cordero. Cordero now throwing long looping punches. Left from Webster.
Going right from Cordero.
Fight Night Live. Be very busy over the next couple months. February 23rd, the Twin River Casino, CES Boxing. February 24th, it's going to be a full day of boxing from the Mohegan Sun, Dropkick Murphys Boxing. Then at 7 o'clock, Rising Star Promotions at the Showboat in Atlantic City. Then March 3rd, the Arnolds at Columbus, Ohio. Then St. Patrick's Day in Boston, Dropkick Murphys Boxing, plus a concert featuring the Dropkick Murphys. So a lot going on. Fight Night Live. We reached 1 million viewers tonight. Hopefully, the next few shows we could say maybe 2 and 3 million as we close it on the end of round 2. Tonight's card promoted by Hard Hitting Promotions. Manny Rivera, Will Ruiz. Doing a nice job here in the city of brotherly love. We've done some shows down in Atlantic City as well. So, terrific night so far. We still have our main event to come.
Derrick thinks the guy should be asleep already. I'm assuming he's speaking about Cordero.
Well, Eric's calling for the quick knockout. Any promoters out there want to get a worldwide audience? Fight Night Live. In contact
Round 3.
Mark Fratto, who's doubling up as our ring announcer tonight, one of the best in the business. As Derrick Webster lands a hard left on Francisco Cordero. Webster landing a right hook. Webster now seems to be picking it up a little bit here in round 3. He may have seen what Cordero had to give him or tried to give him over the first 2 rounds. Shout out Ray McCline saying hello to us, Kathy.
How you doing, Ray?
Jab from
Derrick is working the jab.
And even against the top of the division, because of what Derrick brings in terms of his size, and he's a southpaw, and he throws a lot of punches, he can be a tough out for a lot of the top super middleweights in the world. So, he's got to look good here tonight, just continue to stay busy, and one of those opportunities may come. Webster lands 2 shots to the body, comes up with the right hook to the head. Cordero
Doesn't
says
phase
no.
Cordero. Doesn't phase him.
Cordero's been stopped in 8 of his 9 losses. Speaking of super middleweights, Jesse Hart chiming in. Looked good last week in Texas. His comeback fight. This is round 3, scheduled for 8. Cordero being warned by Benji Estevez. Webster seems to be okay. End of round 3, scheduled for 8. Webster in control of this belt. Terrific in between the last fight and this fight. I took a quick stroll around the 2300 arena. It is packed here tonight. Just Philadelphia fight fans, they never cease to amaze me. They just come out in full force. They come out in droves. They support their fighters, and we have a good one here in our main event tonight. Hank Lundy, DeMarcus Corley. Round 4. Scheduled for 8. Webster and Cordero. Webster has this fight in the middle of the ring. Cordero's trying to. This is what Cordero this is his only shot. He's got to get inside and kind of make this an ugly fight, maybe land something, because now they're going to break it. Webster's probably going to go right back to the jab, throws good body punch and down 2 jabs. Low left and a hard left from Webster. Got pushed back, Cordero. Oh no, left again from Cordero. Cordero. There's a body shot from Cordero. Derrick Webster and Cordero again. This fight, it started out as a tactical fight, and Webster and Cordero starting to mix it up here in round 4. Cordero asking Webster to come on. Webster can make this fight extremely easy. 31-year-old Francisco Cordero. Told me he had 150 amateur fights. Just said he just wants to fight. That's it. He doesn't really know much about Webster. Got the phone call and then came from Colombia. Started boxing at 9 years old. So we're halfway home. Scheduled for 8 rounds of our main event. Derrick Webster and Francisco Cordero here in Philadelphia. We're leading towards our main event between Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Corley, the former world champion. Number 5. See my good buddy Steve Kim tuning in now. Co-feature Derrick Webster and Francisco Cordero. Jab from Webster. Now he's going down to the body. Hello to Adrian Broder watching the fight tonight. Left hand from Derrick Webster. Straight left from Webster to the head.
Cordero's got to pick it up. He's not doing anything right now.
There's a combination from Webster. There's a left from Cordero. Webster pulling the jab, moving to his right. Cordero trying to pick it up. He snuck in a right hand. Webster continues to stick on that jab, and it's getting through. Jab and a straight left from Webster. Uppercut again, back to the jab. Cordero just continues to sneak in a right hand here and there to keep Webster honest. Hard left by Webster. Snaps the head back of Cordero. Cordero tries to counter the right hand. End of round 5 as Cordero lands a couple body punches as he continues to literally run after Derrick Webster here in Philadelphia. Round 6 coming up, scheduled for 8. Co-feature bout, Webster and Cordero.
He's waiting for it too, because
Hitting Promotions brought to you by District Council 33, Green Tree Mortgage, Shatson Steinberg, and Laborers Union 57. I want to thank those partners and all of our corporate sponsors for bringing world-class boxing to Philadelphia tonight.
Round 6 scheduled for 8. New York fighter, I see Cordell, the gift booker, joining us. Got a lot of great fighters from all over the world joining us tonight. A lot of great boxing people. Hope you're enjoying Fight Night Live. Hard-hitting promotions for the 2300 arena in Philadelphia. We still have our main event to go. Hammerin Hank Lundy, DeMarcus Chop Corley. Jab from Derrick Webster. Continues to circle, uppercut, back to the jab. There's a left and a jab. Boxing scribe Ryan Sangalia watching us tonight. The fight is starting to open up again here in round 6. There's a left and a right from Derrick Webster. Webster probing and looking for a shot. Inching towards our main event, Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Corley. Webster lunging with the jab. There's a left and back to the jab from Webster. His jab's been very good tonight. I mean, you can say one, he's 6'4", used the jab, and then he came up with the uppercut. Nice left uppercut from Derrick Webster. He's got all of his punches working tonight.
Going in.
Hard jab from Webster. Jab again from Webster. End of round 6 scheduled for 8. Derrick Webster in control.
Fight Night Live on Facebook is presented by Montauk Iced Tea. Simply refreshing. Mr. Custom Made. For the perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com. Elite Heat Water of Newark, New Jersey. And Ball Wash for on you this Valentine's Day. Keep the funk off your junk.
Round 7 scheduled for 8. Derrick Webster and Francisco Cordero. Webster in control of this fight. Cordero landed a couple decent shots in round 2, but it's been pretty much all Derrick Webster since then. Webster now probing with the jab. So Webster's throwing the jab, and he's trying to come straight behind with the left hand. The left uppercut has been his weapon of choice tonight. Jab again from Webster. Webster just settling down, not really taking any chances here in round 7. Double jab from Webster, and a third jab. 1-2 from Webster. Cordero trying to shoot back. Cordero not even close with that left hook. Cordero coming in. Webster moving, he misses with an uppercut. Jab from Derrick Webster, and another one. So he's resigned right now. There's a nice three-piece combination. Jab from Webster. So he's ending a lot of these combinations with the jab. So being very technical about everything, especially now here in round 7. We're closing in on the 8th and final round for our co-main event, Derrick Webster and Francisco Cordero, here at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
Gentlemen, here in South Philadelphia, this is round number 8, the 8th and final round. Make some noise, South Philly.
8th and final round, Derrick Webster. And Francisco Cordero. Closing this one out before we get to our main event between Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Corley. And Webster coming out strong early in the final round. Uppercut misses, but back to the jab from Webster. 2 hard lefts and a right hook. Webster stepping on the gas a little bit here in round 8. Cordero trying to get inside. He's tying himself up, gets in a little right hand. Jab from Webster. Saying that a lot tonight. Another jab. Philadelphia tonight. Against Francisco Cordero from Colombia. Right from Cordero, a little short. Derrick Webster, see if this fight can get him. I know, he, like I said, he's been telling me he's looking for some of the elite at 168. And he'll go to 25-1. There's a left from Cordero, short. And in the 8th and final round, Derrick Webster. Looks like he will get the decision. Go to 25-1. Cordero took a lot of shots, but when the distance, we will get the final decision in just a moment from Alfredo as we head towards our main event between Hammerin and Lundy, DeMarcus Corley. Out there. Chime in on our main event. Give your thoughts, give your predictions. For Lundy and Corley, I believe Mark Frido has a decision. Checking it over in the ring. Let's drop the ring out to Mark Frido.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in South Philadelphia, your co-featured bout of the evening went the distance. Let's get a big championship city round of applause for these two warriors. Following the conclusion of 8 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, where James Kinney scored the contest 79-73. Alan Rubenstein and John Potteray saw it 80-72. All 3 judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Glassboro, New Jersey, Derrick, take it to the bank, Webster.
You ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? Gangsters moving silence, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Fuck, nigga. Hold on, wait a minute. You thought I was finished? When I was take the other one. I thought it was ready. Fixing on these niggas on the top, I only spin it. Double again, that's my team.
There you have it. Derrick, take it to the bank. Webster goes at 25-1. Francisco Cordero will drop to 38-10. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our main event of the evening. Hammerin, Lundy, and DeMarcus Chop Corley.
Ladies and gentlemen, just an update Check it all out. It's Facebook, Fight Night Live, and also Hard Hitting Promotions Facebook page. And that's at the sold-out 2300 Arena here in Philadelphia as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final bout of the evening is coming up next. Your main event, featuring former champion of the world, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, as he takes on world title challenger, Philadelphia's own Hammerin Hank Lundy. That's coming up next, right here in the Championship City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event of the evening. Let's meet first the fighter making his way to the blue corner, the former champion of the world from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Opponent as he makes his way to the red corner, representing the fighting city of Philadelphia, world title challenger Hammerin Hank Lundy.
Closing in on our main event of the evening. Hammerin Hank Lundy, 28-6, 14 knockouts, taking on DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, 50, 28-1, 28 knockouts. With the formal ring introductions, let's throw to ring announcer Mark Prado.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again from the championship city of Philadelphia, 2300 Arena. This is your main event of the evening. Scheduled for 8 rounds in the lightweight division and brought to you by Hard Hitting Promotions in association with Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports CES. Our main event is presented by District Council 33, Green Street Mortgage, Schatz and Steinberg, Laborers Union 57, Montauk Iced Tea, Simply Refreshing, Mr. Custom Made for that perfect knockout look. Check out MrCustomMade.com. Elite Heat Water and Ball Wash, who reminds you one more time to keep the funk off your junk. Our main event is sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. Once again, the executive director is Greg Serb, and the chairman is Rudy Battle. The judges in our main event are Lindsey Page, Alan Rubenstein, and John Poteray. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Sean Clark. And now, once again live from the championship city of Philadelphia, 8 rounds in our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at an even and ready 134 pounds. His veteran professional record consists of 50 victories against 28 defeats and 1 draw, 28 big wins by way of knockout. Wearing black with gold this evening and representing Washington, D.C. He's appearing in his 80th professional contest. He is the former 4-time champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. And his opponent across the ring fights out of the red corner. He weighed in at 135.5 pounds. He owns a professional record consisting of 28 victories, 6 defeats, and 1 draw, 14 wins by way of knockout. Wearing purple and gold and hailing from the fighting city of Philadelphia. He's the former WBC Continental Americas, NABF, and WBO, NABO title holder. He's the reigning UBF World Lightweight Champion, World Title Challenger, Hammerin Hank Lundy.
All right, fellas, I gave y'all instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Let's touch them up.
Hammerin Hank Lundy in the purple, DeMarcus Corley in the black and gold. Mark Abrams ringside. We getting ready for our main event of the evening. We're now joined by Jimmy Birchfield, who will sit in with us, the promoter of Hank, the longtime promoter of Hank Lundy. It's an interesting fight, Jimmy. What goes into your mind in terms of making this fight?
Well, it's a fight that Hank wanted. Chop Chop's been calling him out for a while. And as we know, that Hank doesn't back down from anyone. It's not a fight that I like that much, but it's a fight that Hank wanted. So, you know, being Chop on any given night can beat anyone. I don't care about his age.
And he's proven that even, and Lundy throws Corley down, and Corley's proven that in you know, what I call his maybe third or fourth stage of his career. He's still knocking off undefeated guys, veteran guys, guys who we all know and see a lot. So Corley, even at age 43, he's in terrific shape.
Well, he reminds me of another Philadelphia fighter in Bernard Hopkins. Look at his body. He looks like Superman out there. So he's taking care of himself. And listen, he's got everything to win.
Yes.
You know, so he's going to let it all go with all his knowledge and wisdom and everything out. His ring generalship tonight, so we'll see what happens here. It's no cakewalk for Hank, that's for sure.
No, and Corley, he told me he plans to fight maybe 4 or 5 more times, and his goal, I asked him, what's your goal at this point? You got 28 losses, because I still think I can get another shot at a world title, and a win over Hank Lundy actually facilitates everything. If possibly can get him into one of those regional title fights, ranking the whole 9 yards, you know how that goes.
Well, we are mandatory to fight for the WBC against Mendy. He's got to fight us, so that's how big this fight is for either of these guys.
Corley gets in a jab. Lundy, who switches up, has been southpaw this whole fight so far. To tie up.
I think strategically you've seen the experience and ring generalship of both of them. They're feeling each other out. They're both veterans, and I think this is going to be a great fight.
Yeah, both guys have been there, done that. The only thing that has eluded Hank is that coveted world title. He's won all the regional belts, all the belts that you need to get yourself in position, and he believes that at 135 pounds, this is his best legitimate shot. He was telling me, and I'm sure he's told you on many occasions, when he's fighting the guys at 140, he was just, guys were too big for him.
Too big, and you know it, but he's got the heart of a lion, and he doesn't back off anybody.
End of round 1, scheduled for 8. See, speaking of Jimmy Birchfield, I believe February.
Right there,
yeah, we have a major fight in Providence. You know, we have a big Sicilian heavyweight from Sicily, 6'5", 40, son to make some noise. Yeah, Giuseppe Solano, and it's going to be a great card. Hopefully, we'll have Hank down there that night also.
That. If you're not in the greater Providence area, you see that on Fight Night Live on February 23rd.
It was an easy win for him, though, I know that. It just seemed like he was training. There you go,
Start seeing Hank pick it up a little bit here, as well as Corley too. Mark, what's been amazing with Hank is boxing technicians, people who really know the boxing business and study it. You look at Hank's last 15 fights or so, and look at the win and loss record of his opponents. It's no one's ever even come close at 135 pounds. So most certainly he enjoys, he deserves a world championship fight because he's an exciting fighter and he puts it all out there. He doesn't have to take this kind of fight. We can come to Philly and fight anyone, but this is the kind of fights he likes.
Well, Terrence Crawford and some other terrific Mauricio Herreras, Tomas Delorme coming up, Angelo Santana, Alycia, who was 31-1 at the time, Ray Beltran, who's now one of the hot lightweight, maybe that rematch happens.
Yeah, and you know, we went to Russia and we fought Postal. And a very close fight, which I really thought we won. But Hank's traveled all over. We've not only fought the best, but we've gone into their backyard and fought them.
Shout out Glenn Furman joining us today. Be happy to know that one of his favorite athletes, Jalen Brunson of the Villanova Wildcats, sitting about 6 feet over my left shoulder. Body shot in a three-piece combination.
Yeah, Corley. If you look at Chop Chop, you know, 44 years old, he most certainly doesn't look it.
And that kind of woke Lundy up.
I mean, you look at his poise, you don't see his mouth open, he's not breathing heavy. Hank usually needs a couple of rounds to get warmed up a little bit, so I think we're gonna, but
on an 8-round fight, that's a short fight.
Right, you know, you can't waste any rounds either with an 8-round fight. That's for sure.
Corley snuck in a little left. Here comes Lundy with a left hand that just grazes off the chin of Corley.
Yeah, Hank's been short a couple of times. Not by much, but
there they go, right in the middle of the ring. Good exchange as we close out round 2.
I told you we're in for a fight here.
This is just the first or second of a great series of events. We had Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing event on January 26th. We got February 23rd at the Twin River. The man to my right, Jimmy Birchfield, putting on a terrific card. On February 24th, we stay in New England. The Dropkick Murphys Boxing at Mohegan Sun. Then at night, from the Showboat in Atlantic City, Rising Star Promotions, Thomas Lamanna taking on Gabriel Brucero. March 3rd, the Arnolds in Columbus, Ohio. And then March 17th, St. Patrick's Day in where else? Boston. Dropkick Murphys at the House of Blues in Boston, plus a special performance by the Dropkick Murphys. So you get 2 for the price of 1 on March 17th, and technically 2 for the price of 1 on February 24th. Some great action coming to Fight Night Live tonight. Hard Hitting Promotions is the promoter of choice tonight, putting on a fantastic show. We're in round 3 of what's building into a good main event between Hank Lundy and DeMarcus Corley.
It's really, Mark, a main event that definitely belongs on major television. It's a fight, but I want my dear friend Mark Frado, who has done a great job with Fight Night. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and we're great. We feel very honored to be a part of it.
And you put on some terrific shows so far on Fight Night Live, and I'm sure February 23rd will be no different.
Yeah, and people calling me all over today, you know, and emailing me and everything else, and where they could watch it. I said, there's only one place. Go to Fight Night, and you're going to get it.
And we expect a big viewership from Italy for
Giuseppe. Yeah, that's good. So listen, Mark has been around long enough in this boxing business, and when you put all the components together and you love what you're doing, you're seeing the results that's coming up with Fight Night Live.
And I get to sit ringside with a great fight like this. So
yeah.
It's an added bonus. Corley sneaks in a right hook. Now Lundy for a second turns back orthodox, but goes back into southpaw. You've been around him a long time. You've seen him on both sides, orthodox, southpaw. What do you like to see out of Hank?
I really feel more comfortable when he's right-handed, but he has a good strategy with this guy being left-hander. Depending on how the fight goes, you'll see Hank moving from one side to another. Listen, there he goes. He goes right hand now. I like him right here. I like him right-handed. But, you know, it shows what kind of an athlete he is.
And like you said, against a southpaw, I mean, you figure you'd want him orthodox because obviously the antidote for a southpaw is the right hand down the middle.
Yes, definitely.
Good right to the body from Lundy.
Both of these fighters, with some vicious punches, have been inches short that a lot of damage could be done. There's one right there by Chop Chop.
And then Lundy tries to land a hard body shot, and then Lundy goes back to jab. In fact, I think since Lundy has turned orthodox, he's actually, I think, turned around his fortunes a little bit. You know, Corley landed a nice little combination in round one, but now Lundy now spins Corley around. End of three.
Yeah, it was a good round. Where do you think we are here with scores, Mark?
I didn't see 2-1.
Yeah, I think you're right. And as we're talking about, it's only an 8 rounds, so things are going to be stepped up over here. Fight right now. It's amazing the shape that Chop's in. You know, he's not breathing heavy at all.
It's a good solid pound under the
yeah,
weight limit.
He came in at 134.
And this guy was a champion at 140 a decade ago, over a decade
imagine
ago.
It shows, you know, when you look at his legs and everything, it shows how he's taking care of his body.
And this guy's fought everybody, including the great Floyd Mayweather. Everyone remembers the right hook that landed on Mayweather's chin that stunned Mayweather momentarily that night in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary when you look at the competition that Chop has fought and, you know, being a champion. And on the same token, if you look at the fighters that Hank has fought, to get where he is right now, it's just amazing.
Well, with Corley, I mean, you can just, I mean, the list, Zab, Judah, like I said, he fought Mayweather when Mayweather was Pretty Boy Floyd. That was long before he even became Money Mayweather.
Yep.
Lucas Matisse, who he told me was the toughest guy he fought, he said Mayweather was the best guy, obviously, he fought.
If you look at Beltran, and it was so he was beating them all away, and
nope, what a knockdown!
Now, yeah, it's a knockdown. That's a good one.
Corley doesn't. Not only with referee Sean Clark, so he must have.
Let's see what Hank does now. I mean, when you look at this boxing business and you think of it's just like football or baseball or anything else, it's just your fate is by inches. Beltran has been on HBO 2 or 3 times. You know, this could have all been Hank, and consequently, that's how this business works. So you take a fight like tonight here, this is a fight that just changes both of their lives and their family. And as you can see, Chop did not come here to be an opponent at all. You know, I want to get back to this February 23rd card, because is another exciting young Italian-American fighter, undefeated, fighting a 6-round fight, stepping it up a little bit, by the name of Anthony Marcella Jr. He looks like he's got all the tools, and he gets half of Providence there when he fights. Very, very exciting fighter.
Again, February 23rd, the Twin River Casino, Providence. You're in the area, definitely a great night of boxing, great night of entertainment. And if you're miles and miles and miles away, Fight Night Live will have all the action for you. Corley gets in a right hand.
It's when we're fighting an 8-rounder, this is the championship rounds right here.
And that knockdown is huge.
Yeah, and someone is going to have to take control here. And either of them are backing up. So, as we said at the beginning, this is an exciting fight. And you got to compliment Chop Chop at 44 to be in the ring and look the way he looks.
He's 43. We don't want to add another year to him.
45?
43.
Oh, 43. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I want to take a couple of years off him. Again,
looking the jab.
Yeah. See, when Hank turns orthodox, he turns right-handed. I like him a little more this way. But damn, he can do it all. He can box, he can punch from this side as well as left-handed.
He goes back to the jab. See, when he's being first and going to the jab, he's having good success.
Yes, yes. I think you're gonna see, coming off that jab, you're gonna see some hooks and body punches.
There's some more fighters out there. Jamel Herring just inked a nice deal with Top Rank joining us. Tommy Raynone, who will be fighting February 24th at the Showboat. You can see his fight live on Fight Night Live. Corley gets in a left. Now Hank goes back southpaw.
He's just trying to make the 8 rounds. It's a payday for him. He already tied. Look how he breathing. Look at his stomach. Look how he breathing. He's tied.
Straight left from Lundy. Halfway home.
Oh, that was a good right by Lundy.
End of round 5. Scheduled.
Good round.
3. Rounds are flying by.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hard-Hitting Promotions Fight Night here in Philly is brought to you by District Council 33, Greentree Mortgage, Schatz and Steinberg, and Laborers Union 57. I'd like to thank those partners and all of our sponsors.
You know, Mark, a funny story on the February 23rd card in the main event. We all remember Sucre Oliveira.
Absolutely. I think he's still throwing punches.
Yes, and I actually was with Nick, Kasprzak's son, and he told me he still holds that record. And his son is Prince Ray Oliveira, and he's going to be fighting in the main event against a very tough fighter by the name of Edwin Soto from New Haven, Connecticut. Very, very interesting story, too, that, you know, Louis the King Rosa Jr. had a very unfortunate accident. I actually seen the mom and dad, they're wonderful people.
Absolutely.
On the way down to Philadelphia. I made it my business to go by there. And we're going to put the whole night on February 23rd is a memory of Louis the King Rosa Jr. that we will never, ever forget. We're also going to induct him into the prestigious CS Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. So we're really looking forward to that. And I told Marilyn and Lewis, you know, nothing can fix this, but what helps is that you can have bad moments every day, but try not to make them bad days. And I brought a little smile to Marilyn's face, and I think she's going to remember that. But we all have to say extra prayers for that family, as well as what they have done for the sport of boxing.
And they are wonderful people. I know them a little bit, and worked a couple fights with young Lewis, and he was a terrific fighter
and a terrific role model, and he was so respectful. You know, I was stopped one time in my car for a red light in New Haven. He jumped out of his car to hug me and say, "Hello, Mr. B." He's a great, great young man, and we're never going to forget it. And I think with this, the love that Lewis Sr. and Marilyn, what they do for the sport of boxing in New Haven, they got a wonderful gym there. So
good body shot from Lundy. Sorry to interrupt, but good body shot.
That was a great body shot.
Very well said about Louis Rosa. You'll be able to see that ceremony on February 23rd on Fight Night Live. Lundy's had a pretty good round. He's landed a couple good body punches this round. Corley really hasn't been able to get off here.
Yeah, again, there's some powerful punches just missing. Chop Chop missed one and Hank did, but I think that Hank seems to be pouring it on here a little bit.
He's tired. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at him.
There's a left from Lundy. A good left hand.
That was a good left hand that ended the round. It's great to look at and see two technicians with the experience that these boxers have. These are the kind of fights that real boxing people want to see, and you know, I got to compliment Greg Surf too for even with Chop Chop being 43, not even hesitating to have a warrior like Hank Lundy in the ring with him. But you can see that Chop Chop surely deserves it too.
Round 7. Scheduled for 8.
Mark, with guys this talented on both sides, is one punch can change everything all around, so it doesn't even make a difference if it's the 7th round of an 8-round fight. It's dangerous in there, and
what I said is there. It's there.
Just one of them punches that have been missing by inches at any moment could land from either fighter.
Is it not there? Is it not there?
Straight left from Corley. There's a left from Corley again. You know, Corley can somehow sneak out these final 2 rounds. You know, some of the people out here on Fight Night Live, Land thinks he's maybe won 2 or 3 rounds in this fight. So it's a close fight. The knockdown is right now looms very large, though.
Well, that's what I told you. The 7th and 8th round are very, very important, especially this 7th round here.
He fucking reaching when he go to jab. Shoot it, 2 to the body. 2 to the body, 3 to the head.
Left from Corley. Corley now just touching Lundy. Body shot from Lundy.
That was a good body punch right there.
So Lundy's definitely landing the harder blows.
What you waiting on? Right back.
I think you may see Hank here as a right-hander do some different things. That was a little low, but not that low.
Back to the mat.
Terrific turnout here tonight on Fight Night Live.
Yeah, great crowd here in the City of Champions. I kind of, being from New England,
I can't believe they let you in the city.
But I gotta say the respect of all the Philadelphia fans on how they really respect Tom Brady as an athlete. It was amazing in certain conversations. But you know, I have friends of mine out here, and a lot of them, whether it be out Palullo from Banner and who are Philadelphia fans, and Adi actually called the game a little before on it, what was going to happen. So
I heard about it all week.
Yeah, and damn, he surprised me. But that was a good round.
It was a good round, and former world champion Kendall Holt kind of sees what I saw, in the sense that these last 2 rounds, he said the fight, in his opinion, and you know, he's a former world champion, so a guy like that knows. He said the fight's for the taking over the last couple rounds. So let's see what happens here.
We most certainly have to respect Kendall's opinion, because he knows, he understands boxing and understands what's going on in there. So, you know, I think this is a very important round coming up here. It's the last round, and I think both fighters understand that too.
Well, all the couple months of training over
you know, it's amazing, Mark, what a fighter has to put in and making weight. And, you know, there's no teammate in that ring and with them, and you got to hand it to them, and to have the courage and heart to get in there.
8th and final round. Hank Lundy in the purple, DeMarcus Corley in the black.
I think you're going to see some fireworks here. I think both of these fighters understand that this is an important round here.
If the fight's as close as the people here on Fight Night Live, both guys should step on the gas and go for it here in round 8.
Well, everything's going to hang out there right now. I'm sure both of them understand it. Well, I do think that
right hook from Lundy.
Yeah, Hank throughout the fight has landed the much harder punches. The punches that Chop Chop has landed, he's just missed a couple of real heavy blows, but I believe the power punches have come from Hank. And I you know, that knockdown is definitely gonna be a deciding factor in the fight too, I believe. So again, Dan, looking at this on Fight Night Live, where are you going to see a fight like this? And my friend Mark Prado and you guys, Mark, you're doing a great job. And I think this is what we need to keep the boxing moving. And it also gives a good look at seeing some of the young and up-and-coming fighters that, you know, where the fans can start rooting for them and start, these are the future stars of this business.
Absolutely. Closing in on the end of the fight here, Lundy and Corley. Very tactical fight,
yes,
to say the least.
It has been, from both fighters, very tactical. But that's where the experience and knowledge and wisdom and ring generalship comes from.
Combination from Corley.
Yeah, somebody got to open up here big to win this round.
There's a nice
That
left.
was a good left.
Yes. And these close rounds.
Look at Corley at 43 years old. Look at him. Everything's hanging out there.
Closing in on the final bell here.
Yeah, that was a good
Lundy.
right too. A great fight. Great fight by both fighters.
Well, Jimmy, I know you're going to go up in the ring and be with your fighter. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you.
And February 23rd.
Yeah, keep up the great work.
Thank you. Jimmy Birchfield, longtime promoter from Providence, Rhode Island. Brought a number of fighters to great accomplishments in their career. And like you said, put on another terrific show is Twin River Casino Series in Providence. Next one will be February 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. Go up to ring announcer Mark Fratto. It's a close fight. Everyone out there in Fight Night Live, who do you think won the fight? Nia Davis thinks Hank won close. Bernardo Royal likes a chop. Jules Henderson thinks chop 5-3 or maybe a draw. I think we are almost ready with the decision. Mark Fratto, I do believe, has it in his hand. And we are ready for this decision for the last time tonight. Let's go up to ring announcer Mark Fratto.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the championship city of Philadelphia, how about a big Philly round of applause for these two warriors? And a special recognition to DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Once again, this was his 80th professional contest. His 80th fight as a pro, and what a battle it was. We go to the judges' scorecards for the decision at this time. John Potteray scored the action 78-73. Judges Lindsey Page and Alan Rubenstein saw it 79-72. All three judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the championship city of Philadelphia, Hammerin Hank Lundy.
There you have it. There you have it, Hank Lundy and Jimmy Birchfield yelling that Lundy has a mandatory shot with Mendy. Hank Lundy goes to 29-6. DeMarcus Corley in his 80th fight goes to 50-29-1. And we are just about done our program. Just a tremendous night of boxing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Hammerin Hank in the center of the ring.
With Hank
Tell
Lundy.
us about that victory. You guys went toe-to-toe the entire time. You're fighting a man who's 43 years old, but a former world champion. He has some pop in those hands still.
Well, listen, utmost respect. Chop, chop, come out of the ring yet, baby. You know, we went at it on Instagram, Twitter, you know, to try to make this fight. I feel as though the fight should have been made bigger TV. You got two warriors. At the end of the day, they came in here, we came in here, and we put on a show for Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So I think Chop Chop deserved a big round of applause for Philadelphia. Come on, y'all, give him a big round of applause, baby. We sportsmanship over here. I want to thank you, Chop, for giving me the opportunity. You're a legend at the end of the day, baby. I wasn't trying to disrespect you or nothing, but at the end of the day, you know, when it's hammer time, baby, I got to go all corners, man. And it was a pleasure sharing the ring with you, man. Much success, baby.
Well, and Chop Chop, a man who's dared to be in the ring 80 times in his career, when you look at that, what do you think about and what might be next for you?
First of all, I just want to thank God for allowing me to have 80 fights. I mean, I never thought I would have this many fights in my career, let alone be fighting for 33 years. I take my head off to Hank. He was a younger, quicker fighter today. My timing wasn't there. I saw some shots, but I just couldn't get it off. The reflexes wasn't there like they used to be. And you can tell, I am 43.
But 43 and a former world champion. What's next for Hammerin Hank, having taken on a guy that's won the world title belt, having challenged for world title belts before? What's next?
Oh, well, we got this guy named Norris. George Norris, whatever his name is, got a WBC silver. You know, he talking about fighting Romachenko. But you got to talk some big bucks, man, because I ain't stepping aside, man. He got to fight me. So that's what's on our plate next. The Norris, get ready, baby.
And would you like that matchup to be in Vegas? Would you like it to be up in the New England area where Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports is? Or would you like that one to be here in the Championship City?
Oh, most definitely. You know, I would love it to be in Philadelphia or even New England. You know, they show me a lot of love. But, you know, one thing about Hammerin Hank, I take my little bundle on a stick and I go wherever to fight, just like my man Chop Chop.
So there you have it from the center of the ring. You have the former world champion, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. You have Hammerin Hank Lundy. They went toe-to-toe, 8 rounds of action here in Philly. Sold-out house, 66,000 views so far on Fight Night Live on Facebook. And Mark Abrams, let's wrap it up.
Thank you, Mark, and we are back here at the 2300 Arena. Hank Lundy wins a unanimous decision over DeMarcus Corley that capped a terrific night of boxing here at the 2300 Arena. Hard-hitting promotions here on Fight Night Live. Derrick Webster wins a unanimous decision over Francisco Cordero. Alycia Baumgardner, unanimous decision over Nydia Feliciano. Jeremy Cuevas stops Mike Fowler. Hasim Rahman won what a lot of people on Fight Night Live were calling a controversial decision over Ronnie Dion Hale, and start our night up, Michael Crane wins over Dillion Kasprzak. For the multitude of my co-hosts, Nelson Lopez, Christian Cardo, Kevin Farmer, Kathy LeBron, and Jimmy Birchfield. For everyone at Lineker Media, Mark Grado, and Fight Night Live, we bid you a good night, and we will see you at the fight. See you on February 23rd on Fight Night Live, February 24th at 3 o'clock. Fight Night Live from the Mohegan Sun, then again at 7 o'clock for Rising Star Promotions at the Showboat. Busy February for Fight Night Live, and we will see you at the fights.